Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the PS1 Vlog Series on the Tonville Legend 826 channel. This is episode number 14 of the PS1 Vlog Series. And on this episode of the PS1 Vlog Series, I'm going to talk about if Rick Grimes was a good leader or not. So Rick Grimes is the main protagonist of the show The Walking Dead. As you all know, The Walking Dead, Rick Grimes is the main protagonist. He's the main character, the main protagonist, well, up until season 9 of The Walking Dead, that is. For the first 9 seasons, Rick Grimes is the main protagonist and main character of The Walking Dead. And to say if he was, and I'm going to debate whether or not he was a good leader. I think he was a good leader in some aspects. Like, he was helpful to the group. You know, he tried to help the group out to the best of his ability. He wanted to be a good leader and have good leadership skills, but I mean, let's be honest, even with all that leadership, even with all the leadership qualities he had, and even with his humble, you know, his compassionate nature, he still got a lot of people killed, even though he didn't need that to happen, obviously. He didn't intend for that to happen, but still. A lot of people got killed under Rick Grimes' watch on The Walking Dead, and it's very hard to dispute that, honestly. Now, Rick Grimes is my favorite character, is one of my favorite characters, don't get me wrong, but he still got a lot of people killed. He wasn't perfect. He made mistakes, you know, and that's pretty much what a lot of characters in The Walking Dead have done. They've all made mistakes at some point. None of them are perfect, you know, and, you know, you have to at least acknowledge their mistakes, you know, and take responsibility for them, you know? You gotta admit your mistakes and just admit it head on. Like, don't act like you're perfect, because none of us are perfect. We all make mistakes. We all have shortcomings. But anyways, yeah, PS1, you know, I wish I could have discovered The Walking Dead at PS1, but I graduated from elementary school in 2008, and The Walking Dead was released in 2010, so, and even then, I only started watching the show, like, during season 6. I had to catch up on the first 5 seasons by rewatching the videos on YouTube and getting the DVDs and such, you know, and so I had to, like, rewatch the whole series and binge watch where I could actually find out what the hell was going on The Walking Dead, you know, and you know, obviously, by then I was like in high school when I first got interested in The Walking Dead and started watching the show. You know, I got interested in the show and I bought the DVDs and I started watching seasons 1 through 6. Then I watched seasons 7 through 8 and then season 9. I watched mid-season 10. They stopped watching because I was busy with stuff at that time, but still, The Walking Dead is still my favorite show of all time. One of my favorite shows anyway. It's a very entertaining show. I'll never get tired of it. I truly love the show. It's truly awesome to watch and is very entertaining in my opinion. Well, that's just my personal opinion, honestly. So yeah, was Rick Grimes a good leader? I think he was a good leader. I think he tried the best he could, you know, with the people he was in charge of. He did the best with his own people that were on his side, the people that worked with him. I think he did the best he could to help them out. He tried the best he could from what it seems. He did everything in his power to negotiate, to work with people, to be reasonable with people. And when people wouldn't listen to him, they started going after the people he loved. That's when he lost all control and he lost all sanity. He decided you know, go and take full action towards the people that were working against him, you know. But yeah, I believe Rick Grimes is a good leader. He tried the best he could. He did the best he could. You know, just things were beyond his control. There were circumstances beyond his control. There was nothing that Rick could have done about that. Anyone else in this place would have gone through the same exact things. The same thing would have occurred as anybody else been in this place, and I doubt they would do a better job. But yeah, I believe Rick Grimes is a good leader. Take everybody. Another video from the Tonville Legend 826 channel. Take everybody. And here's PS1.